Hello, I'm Henry, and welcome back to Tiny Tank Tournament. This is the first match of the second round, in which Chap is facing off against Sean Reed. From what I've heard, these two have a sort of rivalry going on between them. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but if I remember correctly, basically one of them just declared the other their rival all of a sudden for no real reason, and everybody just went along with it. Sean Reed's entry consists of two of these Scorpion drones and one Biting Witch drone, which isn't here. The Scorpion drones have this really devastating missile, grenade, magnet mine thing. Basically, it's a missile that has no propulsion components and has magnets on it, so it can pull itself towards the enemies to guarantee a hit. And it is really effective in this tournament because it can shoot over hills and still be very accurate. His team are also the only designs which have these RTGs, which I'm gonna be frank, I don't think are worth it. They do guarantee that the vehicles on his team don't have less and less power as the match drags on, but they just cost so much it's hard to justify it. Sean Reed's first match was against Vulcan and his Bulletstorms. It was the only match in this tournament so far to go to 3 rounds, but Sean Reed still won it quite decisively. Trap's entry consists of 3 of these Sherman Fireflies, which are replicas of the real tank used in World War II by the Americans. They have 250mm advanced cannons firing AP frag, which are... they're okay. They're not particularly great. They were very effective against the boomboxes in Trap's first match, but that's just because the boomboxes have next to no armor. Trap's tanks also have a tendency to flip themselves over, so I'm not sure how much that's going to factor in this match, but that's something to keep in mind. So, with introductions over, let the battle begin. Trap's team firing immediately into the side of the hill. Trap's team can, of course, shoot over the hill because they've got those magnetic mines. So they're almost certainly going to draw first blood. Big lag spike there, as one of the Sherman Fireflies is now at 74% with its turret disabled. No, not its turret, with its gun disabled. A second one's been hit, sending it flying, and the third one's been hit too. One of the Scorpion drones has taken a little bit of damage. I think it's this one, which has lost a few oblique panels on the front. Oh, and there goes another missile. The Scorpion drones land another solid hit, but it gets absorbed by the Sherman Firefly's armor. The Scorpion drone takes a big hit, and I think its turret is now disabled, but I'm not sure. One of the Sherman Fireflies gets thrown into the air and gains a few DQ points. And now it has rolled onto its side. Oh, and that Scorpion drone has now despawned. I think its AI was sniped. Another one of the Fireflies goes flying. It still seems to be perfectly functional. It's now trying to close the distance between the two tanks. Another missile incoming. That might be too far. Nope, never mind. Those magnets have a surprisingly long range. And it goes flying. Again, gaining a few DQ points from being over the altitude limit. But it seems to still be perfectly fine. This Firefly over here is now 2 damaged. I think just from the Biting Witch drone, and it's gonna despawn soon. This Sherman Firefly still can't do anything because its gun got disabled really early. And the Scorpion drone is targeting the Firefly that is still functional. Which has now flipped over. So unless the... never mind, it's tipped itself back over. And Is its gun disabled? I'm not sure. And it goes flying again, gaining a few more DQ points. At this rate, it might actually be disqualified from being thrown into the air again and again. Oh, the turret's gone. No, not the turret. The gun. And the Scorpion drone has now switched targets, targeting the other Firefly, which also has its gun. It is now at... both of them are almost 2 damaged. I think that one over there is the one with less HP, and this one over here has 59% left. Not for long though. And there goes, it's now at 54% and is gonna be disqualified soon. So there's only one Firefly left now, and it is completely disabled. It's tipped over. I think its engine's been destroyed, and its gun has also been destroyed. So now it's just a matter of time until that happens. It's now at 25% and is gonna despawn. 3, 2, 1, and it's gone. So the first round goes to Sean Reed. Now, on to round 2. As always, the two teams have switched sides, with Sean Reed's team now to the south and Nutterchap's team now to the north. 3, 2, 1, let the battle begin. Again, the Sherman Fireflies firing immediately into the hill, while Sean Reed's... what are those actually? Mines? Grenades? I'm not sure. Managed to go over the hill. They fall a bit short this time, but that's not a problem since they... And immediately one of the Sherman Fireflies goes flying and gains 2 DQ points. And loses 5% HP, but it still seems to be fine. A second one goes flying and also gains a few DQ points. I think that the maximum DQ points you can have before being disqualified is 30, so still quite far to go before they get disqualified. This Firefly seems to be targeting the Biting Midge drone. Oh, and now its turret is gone. No, not turret. Now its gun is gone. I keep making that mistake. Both Scorpion drones are now targeting this Firefly. They're both still targeting this Firefly, even though it's now been disabled. It's on its side and it can't right itself, so it can't actually... And now its turret is missing, I think. Is it? I think it is. Yeah, it's at 33% and it's gonna despawn. And it's despawned now. So then one of the remaining Fireflies has its has its gun disabled, while the other one is still at 100% HP. Both Scorpion drones are targeting the one at full health, but their minds seem to have other ideas. So now that Firefly has also lost its turret, meaning it's also 2 damaged and it's going to despawn. Another mine. And direct hit to the turret. Yep, the gun has been disabled, but the turret is still attached, meaning it's still... well, it's still alive, but it can't really do anything. So now it's just a matter of time. And now it is also 2 damaged, and it's just a matter of time. 3, 2, 1, and it's despawned. So with another decisive victory for Sean Reed, his team is now moving on into round 3, while Nutterchap's team is going into the losers bracket. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.